up here. Oh, here it is, still moving. As D-stack would do it. It's going to cool down for a while. I'm going to open up this door. Teeny bit of aluminum left in here. Oh yeah. There it is. And there, I'm using up this door. Oh, it definitely stinks in here a little bit. Let me go ahead and let this cool, and we'll do a cool down. Look at that thing. It's gonna keep sinking down. I'll turn it back on when we flip it. Okay, everybody, we're gonna try to get this out of there. Hopefully it's not too late. Let's see. Hope it's not too early either. Oh, it's so awesome. You guys ready? Here we go. All right. I don't know what he's gonna. Oh. No. I actually meant to do the reindeer, but darn it. I really actually literally meant to do the reindeer, but it's been one of those days. Anyway, that's a near perfect cast. I'm not even gonna dress it up. I'm just gonna let it cool. I'm gonna shut down. And the next melt we're gonna do is with my buddy, my son, my little boy Chase. He'll be coming back and he's gonna help us melt. So we're gonna put this fire out. We still got coals lit, but boy, in the mix of things, I totally meant to do this reindeer, and I'll definitely do one of those soon. But darn it. That was so funny. It literally has been one of those days. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna turn this off. I hope you're all doing well. We're gonna continue to figure out how to melt aluminum with our little setup here. Let's see if we can pick this up here. Oh yeah. So, not bad. This is mitten, so not bad at all. I'm impressed, but it wasn't the reindeer. Hope y'all having a great summer. Over now. My wire wheel is literally about to fall apart, but I was able to shine this up. This is supposed to be a reindeer, but I poured literally the wrong thing, but I'm impressed. This was, I think 2 cans, a couple of potato-sized rolls of aluminum foil, and then the rest of it was what was stuck in this, what is my crucible, which is obviously terribly thin, but the last melt, I couldn't get it out, so I knew I had to remelt it. So I just remelted it, put in a couple of cans, a couple of things of aluminum foil, as you can see in my cans there. And here's most of my slag. You know, there's trace aluminum in here, but I've remelted this a couple times now. Here's some of the better pieces. So it reminds me of a gum wrapper. But yeah, my crucible's holding up. I'm kind of refining the way I'm doing it. been doing obviously now everything's soaked, so I'm heading inside, but I think what I'm gonna do next is just do a direct flame, because honestly, it fighting through this, the only benefit of the charcoal is it's retaining a little bit of heat, but you know, we're gonna figure it out. What I'd like to do is melt a ton of this and make some solid bricks. So, and then my wife got me this today. She got me this to make some nice little ingots. So I just gotta get my furnace figured out. So this is my modified spoon, my modified skimmer, and I use the channel locks as well. So other than that, pretty simple. Things are pretty dry out there. So I soaked everything in front of the openings. I soaked the garage. It's a little bit dry outside, so just want to make sure nothing happens. So yeah, here we are. So not bad at all. This is my best you know, most solid pour yet. So pretty cool. This is the one in the mitten, and this is the back side that I didn't wire wheel at all. So I didn't really wire wheel this one at all. Yeah, pretty cool. I need to get a better crucible, the one that retains its heat better. And of course, I need to get a better furnace. I'll be able to melt. Whoops, sorry guys. I'll be able to melt all that aluminum. Lickety split. Over now. Ladies and gentlemen, trying to make an adjustment to the furnace here. Since I'm doing this on a serious budget, and my main issue is this crucible is so thin. It loses heat incredibly quickly, but this weed burner does heat it up. So, what I'm gonna do is try to find a way to, this is obviously my stand, which I can make something else, but I want to get it like this, and then maybe stuff the weed burner in. I don't know though. I really don't, guys. This is all stuff I'm just trying. The last melt that I did, I ended up just picking the weed burner up and just blowing it right in there. And of course, if I held it there long enough, the aluminum melted. So obviously the long term is gonna be getting some sort of furnace, whether I make one or what have you. So I'm gonna get this place cleaned up. I may or may not notch this just a little bit, just probably a half crescent, just to kind of set this on there maybe. And then what I want to do is angle this up more, so it can be more of like that sort of thing. Because really I'm working with, you know, obviously a small little pan. I could put it in that one with more coal around it. But at the end of the day, this flame on that crucible is what's melting the aluminum. So we'll see. I really don't have a way to build insulation and, you know, add that. You know, it'll make melting more efficient, but this thing does melt just fine like that. So we'll see. Mainly I'm trying to get a little bit more of a solid mounting system, so it's, you know, the positioning is just more predictable. And then what I'll do, because what it's doing is just superheating this, heating this, and then eventually getting to that. So I was wanting to just kind of maybe I'll just like cut out with my Sawzall. That's probably what I'm gonna do, guys. Let me do that really quick, because, oh, here we go, sorry. Now, this should be a nice little height. I want it up above higher, but I do like the idea of having everything on the cast iron. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and just notch it so the flame can just hit the crucible directly. And then we're just gonna continue to upgrade every single melt And then we got a couple more little melting trays, so later tonight we might go ahead and try and melt. Got a ton of cans. But once I ran out of those, I do have a lot more material laying around that I can slice up and kind of scrap, so it'll be fun when I get to that point. And then eventually, once I get all my safety equipment and a proper furnace, I'll be able to do brass and copper and really throw down. So anyways, guys, it has been a barn burner out here last week. It has just been sunny upon sunny. So hope y'all are doing well, and over now. Wow. Well, that's okay. Had a camera mistake on that pour. It's gonna be a flat brick, but let's let it cool real time here. Yeah, I thought it was still recording. It may have overheated. It may have just shut off. Who knows, guys? This is a multi-step process, and the filming is usually the least important. While we're waiting for that to set, I'm going to knock out the crucible hopefully here. Oops. Actually, here we go. Let's see if it's cooled quite enough yet. Get that out pretty quick. That stuff's kind of stuck. I found that you got to get that out pretty quick, depending on how fast your crucible, which mine cools incredibly fast. So, got a few thin wafers there. We'll tap it out on here. Last thing I want to do is tap it out too early, but I think it's ready. What do you guys think? That was an intense melt. For sure. I mean, it really was. I found out that, yeah, melting aluminum cans is not that much fun. Because fumes, there's just not a lot of yield to the work, you know. I'd say it's still molten by the way it's jiggled, so yeah, I'll probably turn the camera off, I guess. Let's see if I got it. That's a good battery. Alright, forgot I actually have one of these, so let's see it here. Alright. Highest reading was 459. Let me see if I can. So it's still plenty hot. That's relatively chilled. This is the crucible. Of course, this thing is only so accurate. It's the bricks. So I think I'll wait for this to get a little bit cooler. So kind of cool though. Water temperature 76 degrees. I don't know how long to wait, guys. Ooh. Trying to see if I can see it jiggle at all. I don't know, that last thick one I casted took forever to cool, so I think I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Hopefully by cooling it like that, it'll keep it from separating, but I'm gonna come back here in a little bit. All right, y'all, here we go. Let's dump this brick. Oh, y'all ready? Oh man, that's so cool. Alright. Before I dumped it, I read the temp. It says it's 98. Obviously, I already know I could touch it, but just to show you guys here. Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. There you go. Alright. Not bad. Trying to get this autofocusing gear. I guess it doesn't autofocus. Alright, sorry y'all. Here we go. Let's take a look. Alright, I'm not even gonna hold it yet. Just wanna look at it. The camera. Alright. Ooh, still has a little warmth to it. That's pretty nice. I knew it wasn't gonna be much. My original plan was to pour 3 of the holiday molds, but I just could not. I wanted to melt me a little bar. So let's go shine this up, everybody. Ready? It's my first attempt at a flat polish. You see the dip there, and there. So I just wanted to show you really quick. Apparently something is dead behind my shed, so I have to find out what's stinking. Yeah, not bad. Check it out. Grab it.
Wow. That is really cool, right?
I try to get it flat. You see the dimple in the middle?
That's really
Taking forever. That's the only reason I was in there. I was like.
So was that one of the ones that I gave you today?
That's the 4 loafer, the first one you gave me.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, oh, and also within this is the muffin tin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I melted it down.
Cool.
There you are, folks. Look at that sheen. Okay, y'all, we're gonna let the hound, who's a pit shepherd mix, sniff it out here. Get it, what is it? Go find it. Go find it. What is it? Get it, what is it? Oh wow, guys, you see the mountains again. I've not been able to see those for a while due to the fires. It almost is that dumpster, possibly. I'm gonna bet on it's the dumpster. You think, Gideon? Look at him. He's like, yep. It's the dumpster. Maybe. Gideon enjoys the hunt. Alright. He hopped over. Let's see if he can hop back. Of course. What do you think, Gabe? Let's check out the melting room here. So I really should have stripped this paint off before I melted. I'm definitely gonna do that. Whoops, I'm so sorry. Doing this like one-handed, super duper. As you can see here, that just kind of flakes off. I'm gonna take everything down, and yeah, very excited about the results. We have this this pour. Whoops. My light is just totally devastating the balance here. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, there's that low spot, but if I would have spent another 20 minutes on it, I could have gotten it down. I don't know, I was just taking forever. It's so late. So there it is, guys. I ran out of propane during the melt. I had to spray it down with water, and I realized, yeah, let's take a look here. So this thing here, I'm gonna attempt to hold the phone and the light at the same time. This right here, I don't think that was aluminum, but it might be, and just my furnace or lack thereof isn't hot enough, so. Whew, man. I'm smelling more of that dead. Oh, you know what she's smelling? She's smelling all these cans. Oh my goodness. Wow. Cans are the cause of the smell. Over and out, guys. I gotta get rid of these things. Cheapers. These damn birds. Oh my goodness, they're on our dang line. These things. Look at that, isn't it?